Devin the Dream Haney is being criminally treated by the WBC, Lomachenko's team, and the WBC. I have proof for all you that their stories are not adding up with this whole franchise champion designation. We're going to talk about the franchise. We're going to talk about Undisputed in this video. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, I don't want to have too lengthy of an intro, but I got to get some things out. Devin Haney is being treated bad with this whole Undisputed franchise champion playing keep away, etc. And enough is enough. Now, the problem is I'm the best in the business, in boxing history, in the digital space of boxing talk. So the problem with that is when people lied to me, I've been here for a while and I remember what you said. So like the Miranda rights, what you say can and will be used against you. So I prepared some stuff. Stay tuned to the end of this video so you can hear. And by the end of this video, I will have made it abundantly clear that there are some loopholes and contradictions as far as the story we're hearing. Now, in case you live under a rock, Devin Haney, it was announced that he's the Pride champion, whatever that means. That's what the WBC champ or president said, Mauricio Sulaiman. They said that George Kambosos in defeating Teofimo is undisputed, which Devin Haney replied, if I'm the junior belt holder and you know my belt doesn't hold the same merit, why don't you force George Kambosos to fight me? And we can settle this, and I'll even go to Australia by ordering the mandatory. So basically, you order the WBC, you and your commission, your committee, get together, order that Kambosos, Devin Haney fight, and then that will consolidate the belt because by the end of the fight, there'll be a winner. It's really not a bad idea, especially if you're a boxing fan. You should want consolidations, similar to when the WBA had two belts with Keith one-time Thurman, and Manny Pacquiao had a regular belt. Keith Thurman was the super champion. They fought each other in 2019, so as a result, that's consolidated the belts that were out. Now, I don't know, that sounds too much like right, and the WBC has had a lot of bloopers, so I don't know that they'll make that. But I want to give you guys a quick refresher to what the WBC said regarding Lomachenko, because there's confusion, because this all stems from the franchise champion. Like, I know we're talking about Undisputed, but a lot of this mistreatment of Devin Haney all stems from that franchise title. And it's ironic that Mauricio Sulaiman is saying people are up in arms and critics and media, and I'm sorry you're confused, and it's real condescending stuff. He's saying, I'm sorry you're confused. I'm sorry for your confusion, but I will show you why fans are confused. And it's really not as complex as Sulaiman is trying to make it, or the WBC is trying to make it. It's very easy to understand. Without further ado, roll the clip.
The other one, lightweight.
We'll get straight to the point. And I need you guys to smash the like button. This is what I do full time. So this is how I do the research and come out and concoct these videos for you. So I need y'all to up the likes.
Lomachenko requests to fight for the vacant title.
He said Lomachenko requests to fight for the vacant WBC belt, but listen.
Lomachenko requests to fight for the vacant title. Some didn't happen, some did happen. We ended with an interim championship. Then Lomachenko requests to fight for the vacant title, which is a great honor. We granted that. He defeated Campbell.
So right then and there, he says Lomachenko requested to fight for the vacant title. As I've often stated, this was when Devin Haney was making his decision to turn pro and he was being shot by promoters. Devin Haney was in line to fight Luke Campbell. That was the game plan. He was ranked highly. He would be ranked highly. And Eddie Hearn had Luke Campbell as well as Devin Haney. But Lomachenko's team in Top Rank swooped in and said, hey, Lomachenko's a champion. He wants to fight Luke Campbell, so don't make the Devin Haney fight. We want to fight him, and it'll be a unification for the vacant belt. The WBC granted that, like he just told you. So this was one of the first chips that have fallen in not in favor of Devin Haney. So this was how he was boxed out then. He was boxed out because he would have been, if Lomachenko's team didn't request to fight Luke Campbell, which he later fought and he beat Luke Campbell for the vacant title, then that would be Devin Haney. Devin Haney was ranked number 2. Luke Campbell was ranked number 1. So within the WBC, per their rules, they would have had to fight for the vacant title, which made a lot of sense. But Lomachenko's team, they got the jump on it. Now listen to this.
And he requested to be franchised. He defeated Campbell. Then he requested to be franchised in order to go in and to unify the division.
But wait, there's more. He said he requested, so that's 2 requests. You just heard it. You just heard it. He said he requested for the Luke Campbell fight, which they granted, the Luke Campbell for the vacant, and then he said he requested to be the franchise champion.
Honor, we granted that. He defeated Campbell. Then he requested to be franchised in order to go in and to unify the division.
Lomachenko requested to be the franchise champion in order to unify the division. So the WBC, as they tell it, as to not get in the way of big fights, they allowed Lomachenko and granted him a second wish from Team Lomachenko. So you could already see the favoritism and the bias, and they allowed him to as champion jump in the line and fight for the vacant belt with Luke Campbell, keeping Devin Haney, on the sidelines, and he couldn't fight for the title. So now this is we have you have an African American champion, young, ambitious, and he wants to fight the best names. He's made that abundantly clear. But as you see, he's being stifled or not allowed to get these opportunities. So now he's reduced this black fighter, this African-American fighter out of America, right, is being forced to be the email champ and to be the pride champ, which is an insult. And the fans are using it. Some of the racist fans and stuff, they're using it saying, oh man, you're nothing. You're just the email champ, because he did not get his belt in the traditional way. Let's listen again.
He defeated Campbell. Then he requested to be franchised in order to go in and to unify the division.
Lomachenko requested to be franchised in order to unify the division. As I stated at the beginning, the one thing nobody in this planet will do is, if you're not going to call me a liar and I know I did the work and I was there for it, you wasn't there. So without further ado, let's cook. Boom. Vasiliy Lomachenko denies that he asked to be the WBC champion. The reason I know this is because, boom, 2 years ago, I made a video, as you guys see. Vasiliy Lomachenko refutes. It says he refutes the WBC. I never asked to be the franchise champion. Boxing ego. So I've already done the work. The videos are still up. I don't delete none of my content. I've done the videos. Vasiliy Lomachenko refutes the WBC and says that he never asked to be the franchise champion. He never asked for that. And then he repeated, this is November 20th. You guys can see my work, right? November 20th, 2019. And then he asked, who is Devin Haney? Oh yeah, I got something special. Roll the clip. Now, this is the actual interview, and I have to move temporarily my watermark so you can read the subtitles. This is where Lomachenko said it. Again, nobody in boxing is going to tell me that I'm lying.
На конгресс WBC.
It says at the WBC convention, you received the title of franchise champion. This is what the interviewer is saying to Lomachenko.
И там тебе присвоили звание франчайзингового чемпиона. Это что для тебя вообще?
Я, кстати, вот хорошо, что...
what does it mean to you? The interviewer asked Lomachenko. And he says, man, that's a good question, and I'm glad you asked me about this. You guys can see the subtitles.
Задали этот вопрос, потому как я вот читал
Because I've read in the interview with Sulaiman.
недавно интервью, Сулейман давал, что мы подали прошение.
And he said that we filed a request to be awarded that franchise champion title.
На то, чтобы нам присвоили этого франчайзингового чемпиона. Я хотел бы внести.
I would like to make it clear that I did not file anything and no one asked for it.
Ясность, никуда я ничего не подавал, никто ни о чем не просил. Я не просил об этом, чтобы мне дали.
I did not ask to be awarded with this franchise title. And we did not write any letters, said Lomachenko.
Этот титул. И никакие письма мы не писали. Я когда, честно говоря, прочитал это интервью.
So to be honest, when I read that interview, I was very surprised.
Я был очень сильно удивлен. Как я считал, то...
As I thought, if he just held it out for the 12 rounds at the speed, he would have. So this is something else.
WBC, и там тебе...
Никуда я ничего не подавал, никто...
As I thought,
то, что президент...
The president, Mauricio Sulaiman, and the whole convention made that decision independently. Boom. The smoking gun. I know that's why y'all come to my channel, for that smoking gun. And I got to smoke and I just showed you the gun. Lomachenko blamed it on the WBC. He says the president, Mauricio Sulaiman, and the WBC, they made the choice to make me the franchise independently. You just heard Lomachenko say, I didn't write no letters. My team didn't request that. And I'm glad you asked me about the franchise because I want to clear that up.
То, что президент Маурисио Сулейман и его там их конгресс весь, они приняли сами это решение.
He said the whole WBC convention made that decision independently. So now what we have is a failure to communicate. What we now have is the blame game.
То, что я достоин этого, и они сказали, вот мы вам...
They decided that I deserved it and said they would like to grant it to me.
Хотим присвоить. Ну да, спасибо, хорошо, конечно.
And I said, thank you, of course, thank you for the recognition.
Спасибо за признание. То есть это было вот...
That's how I perceived me becoming the franchise champion, says Lomachenko.
Я это так воспринимал. Но когда оказалось, что в статье...
But when it turned out in that article, Mauricio Sulaiman, WBC president, said it very differently.
Написано совершенно по-другому, что я там просил об этом.
That I had asked for it. He said that I had asked for it, which is false.
Это не так.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man, not again. Smash the like button. So what we have here is a blame game. Nobody wants to take ownership for the WBC franchise champion at lightweight, but somebody made the move and somebody. So Mauricio Sulaiman is saying it's Loma, and Lomachenko is saying, nah, I'm a fighter. You're not going to put that on me. I didn't ask for it. Loma's saying the WBC and the committee, they are the ones. You just seen the interview. You just seen the subtitles. I'm the best in the business.
The other one, lightweight.
And then now we have all this confusion, and Mauricio Sulaiman is trying to act like he doesn't understand why people are confused.
We granted that. He defeated Campbell. Then he requested to be franchise in order to go in and to unify the division. We accepted that. He fought Lopez, and Lopez requested to be franchise if he defeated Lomachenko. That's the first change in the rule that we had.
That's the first change in the rule that we had, because when Canelo was the franchise champion, they told you that the belt was non-transferable, meaning Canelo didn't have to fight Jermall Charlo, another African-American fighter. And even if he did fight him, Jermall Charlo or whoever the B-side opponent was couldn't inherit that belt. Oh man, and Mauricio Sulaiman is really trying to say like, oh, people fear change and they just don't want to see new things implemented. No, it's not this. The whole thing is broken and you're making it up as you go. Checkmate. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster.